Okay, Southland Conference interviews continue. We've got the Bearcats in the house. Always good to have Sam Houston and Nacogdoches. And in the Southland Conference right now, there's only one team that has two attackers in the top 10 in kills per set, and they're both right here with me tonight, Jordyn Vaughn and Brooke White. Thanks for being with us tonight, girls.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to start this interview off. We've been doing this for 3 or 4 years, and I have never done this. We are going to play a game to start this off, okay? So what I did is I made y'all some cards, okay? So here's Jordyn's cards, okay? So she's got to hold those. And here's Brooke's cards, and she's got to hold these, okay? And so these are just file folders that, I don't know, I just found laying around my house, okay? And I'm trying to make a point with this game. So first off, you see the first card is about kills, okay? So can either of you guess which of the two of you has more kills, Jordyn or Brooke? What do you think?
Me.
So Jordyn thinks it's her, okay? So reveal your card, like put up how many cards, okay, 176, I'm going to say 176 for Jordyn, and for Brooke, 174, okay. So I don't know, they may have cheated. They may know the answers to every single one of these, okay. So two more kills so far. We're about halfway through the season. 2 more kills for Jordyn. Okay, throw those cards out of here. Okay, so now, next thing, okay, digs. So who's got more digs? Brooke, you think you got more digs, or do you think that Jordyn's got more digs?
Me, maybe? I don't know.
So far they're 1 for 1. Okay, okay, Brooke. So you've got 133 digs, and Jordyn 129. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so they're 2 for 2. Okay, but notice they're both really close. Okay, so chunk those. Okay, now third one, aces. Okay, so who's got more aces? Okay,
Yeah, definitely Brooke.
Okay, so Jordyn's got 10. And Brooke's got 13. Okay, so they cheated. They know their stats already. Some players don't know their stats. These girls know their stats. Okay, so they're 3 for 3. But notice they're all really close, right? Okay, so now blocks. Okay. So
Jordyn.
Yeah.
You think so? All right, Brooke. 17 and 17. Tied. Okay, exactly the same. Okay, so the last one, check this out. You notice how every one of these has been like super close. Kills per set, digs, blocks, all super close. Okay, last one. Number of people that you follow on Twitter. This is insane. Number of people you follow on Twitter. That you're following on Twitter. What do you think?
I'm not a big Twitter person. I don't know.
Which one of you is following more people on Twitter? You don't think you follow?
So at Brooke. Okay, sure. Dog accounts.
Okay. So what? Okay. So Jordyn is following 358 people on Twitter. 366. This is insane. Okay, so the assignment for you, Jordyn, is to go out and follow me on Twitter. That way you can catch up to Brooke. Okay, so the point of that goofy exercise is I really think these two players are clones. I just think they're clones. They're so much alike. In fact, my kids, before I came over here tonight, they were watching Star Wars Attack of the Clones. And I think somebody at Sam Houston is missing a marketing opportunity between these two because their stats are clones of each other. So, Brooke, tell me first, what's one part of your game that's different than Jordyn? Because the stats, they are the same. In what way are you different?
I would say I'm a little more shotty. Like, I can mix up my shots as in, like tips and shots and D1, and Jordyn just goes out with a bang, just swings her little heart out. Yeah.
I'm still trying to learn how to roll shot, and I'm a junior in college. Yes, it's bad. I'm trying to learn from Brooke, like literally.
We try
Yeah.
for every single game. We try, but it just doesn't always work out.
It's getting there. It's definitely getting there.
So they claim there actually is a difference between the two of them. They're both juniors. They're both outside hitters. Came at the same time. And your
Roommates and best friends, yes.
I'm telling you, Attack of the Clones. That needs to be the hashtag for Sam Houston this year. Okay.
Deadly duo.
The deadly duo.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, Jordyn, the last time that you and I talked was after you beat UCA in the first round of the tournament. I got a chance to call that game for the Southland Conference Digital Network, and you and I chatted for a minute. What was it like knowing that after the tournament was over that your whole team was coming back? You didn't have a single senior last year.
Oh, it's a great feeling. And also that we only had 2 freshmen coming in, not that big of a class. So, 2 days went so smoothly. It was just great. Everyone knew their job. Everyone knew who was coming in for what. It's great.
Now, Brooke, you kind of mentioned it a minute ago with kind of the roll shot and all that. You're listed on the roster at 5'8". So I'm sure there have been times in your life when you're in high school where people that were naysayers said, you're too small to play NCAA D1, and obviously they were so wrong. But what is it that you have to do different as an outside hitter that gets a lot of looks, but's not 6'1"?
I really have to, if I have a big block, so this past preseason we played a lot of tall teams, and I would really have to tool off the hands or like hit higher or like really tip way over the block or just really have to like mix up my shots because I can't just go in and swing to the big hands, because I'm not tall enough to hit over them. So I really have to like use their hands to my advantage, like their tallness.
Brooke, the first time I saw you play was 2 years ago when you were a freshman, and sometimes when SFA doesn't have a game and Sam Houston or Northwestern State has a game, I'll just go over there and watch. And I wound up watching those two teams play in your gym when you were a freshman. And I sat down on a row, and I was trying to learn the freshmen. And there was a lady next to me about 3 seats down. And I said, "Hey, who's that number 12?" And the lady said, "That's my daughter." So that was how I got introduced to watching you play. What was it that got you from Fort Worth to Huntsville? What was it about coming to Sam Houston that made you want to continue your career there?
I really liked the small town feel that Huntsville has. I'm from Fort Worth, so it's a really big city, really big metroplex. And one of my main things for college was I wanted a college town, and Fort Worth is not at all. It's just a big city, And so I came to Huntsville, and I loved how it was all about Sam Houston, all about the college, and all about that. And it was like small town, like I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I came to the small town at first, but I really adjusted. I really enjoyed it and really liked it. But yeah, that was probably my main thing.
I totally get that answer because a lot of our girls say the same things about Nacogdoches. Now, Jordyn, was it a foregone conclusion that you were going to wear orange? I mean, you're from Huntsville. You played at Huntsville High School. Was this something that you just knew you were going to be at Sam?
No. My senior year, coach just offered me at a high school game, and I was like, okay, yeah, like, why not? And it was a perfect fit for me. Like, I couldn't see myself going anywhere, and everyone always asks me if it bothers me that I'm so close to home, but it's honestly 2 different sides of Hunt. Like, it's perfect.
So is your family still there?
Mm-hmm. Yes, my parents are still there. They were so happy I made the decision there.
When you were in high school, did you ever just pop in the Johnson Colisuem and watch Sam play?
Oh, yeah. I spent multiple birthdays watching the Sam Houston, and they would throw me a ball. Like, that was my highlight of my day, yes.
All right. Brooke, I want to ask you about Coach Gray. I've known Brenda for a long time, and tomorrow, whenever you guys get on the court, we've got the 2 most winningest coaches in the Southland. I mean, Brenda's got 651 wins, and Debbie's got 624 wins. So there's a lot of smarts on both sides of those. What is it about Coach Gray that makes players want to play for her? What's her characteristic that you like most about her?
I would have to say that she is a great coach and she knows her stuff, but like she honestly cares about each individual player, and she doesn't care just about your volleyball career or whatever. She really cares about your family, your future, your degree, your school, how you eat, like how you sleep. Like she really genuinely cares about each one of us, and I don't think most college coaches do that or even care that much. So it's just awesome how much she loves us.
Athletes your age have grown up completely in the era of social media, phones, always being plugged in. With Coach Gray being there over 30 years, do you think she's embraced any of this? Do you ever see Coach Gray use a computer, or is she old school?
Oh, she's definitely old school to the max. Yes, Charlie, our assistant, is in charge of everything social media. She doesn't even barely know how to work her phone, so.
Know how to play this one gambling game, though. She's obsessed with it.
She knows how to play a gambling game? Online, you mean?
It's hilarious. Yes, that's it.
Well, I've had to correspond with her a lot during the years, and I usually get she's always real prompt to give me replies, but they're like one-line replies, and so I have this kind of mental thing of maybe she's just hacking away the computer or something.
Does she send the little paw prints to you?
No, I think she probably refrains from the paw prints, given that she knows that I wear purple and y'all wear orange. But okay, so Jordyn, you guys got to play you've played some really good teams so far. You guys had a tough schedule. You got to play Southern California when they were ranked 24th, and then in a tournament you played North Carolina when they were ranked 8th. What was that like, and what did you learn from playing that tough a competition?
I learned to go high hands, definitely for one, but we learned to like always approach someone like a UNC team, like always think that someone's number 8 and that you're going to take them down. But I mean, we hung with them, so I was really proud of us. Like we didn't like favor away from anyone. It was nice.
Now, what some of the SFA faithful and people that have known me for years know is that my wife is a Sam Houston graduate, and I have been in Johnson Colisuem many, many times when I was your age. But you guys are renovating your home house right now, and I caught a bit of the video from the game against Corpus the other night in your rec center. And Jordyn, what I want to ask you about was all the lines on the floor. Good gracious, how in the world did y'all keep track of what was in and what was out? I was watching that going, I can't tell where the ball is and what the lines are.
Yeah, it's a little difficult because it's a rec center, so we have like badminton lines, volleyball lines, basketball lines, like all these lines. But we kind of outlined it in white a little bit to try to pop it out. But it is difficult, but it's our home, so we're used to it. We're used to the clutterness of all the lines. But
I had serious deja vu whenever I booted up the video because I have memories of being in that rec center myself when my wife was a student. We'd play basketball in there. Brooke, what was it like, though, getting the chance to play in front of a pretty big crowd in a smaller place like that?
Honestly, I thought it was awesome. Like, a big crowd is always so much fun. Like, they always bring so much more energy and like excitement. And like, if we make a good point, we hear the crowd like roar, and we're like, oh wow, I guess that was good. You know, like we didn't even know it. And then, yeah, but it was a lot of fun, especially for our home opener.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on in Johnson Colisuem. Like, what are some of the renovations? By the time SFA gets there, I think this is expected to be done. So we won't see the rec center. But what will we see? What's new going on in there?
We get a totally new locker room. I know that for sure. And we're getting like whirlpools, like the hot and cold. And then I know basketball is getting a new locker room and a totally new training room. It's gonna be way bigger and fit like way more people and like bigger things. Yeah, I don't really know what it is.
like the whole renovation was because the electrical and the airing wasn't up to date, so it's gonna be a lot of stuff that people can't see, but I mean they'll feel the cool air, I guess. But it's more to our advantage rather than like the audiences, and it's a new court also.
Yeah, now I read that all the vents and everything, the air conditioning was completely being redone in there, right? So that they could kind of heat and cool in different zones.
Yes, exactly.
But the floor, have y'all been putting up on your Twitter account that the floor is being resurfaced and redone too, right?
Yes, I think they're almost done. It's just the little nitpicky stuff that we're waiting on.
Cool. So by the time the Jacks get over there, I think we'll be seeing all of this stuff, and they'll be back in there. Okay, Jordyn, let's finish this chat with this one question. Who's the I think that the last couple years with Michelle and the two of y'all, that those are the three of you are very established players at Sam Houston. Who's the player that you would say that maybe people right now don't know, but by the end of the year you'd say, yeah, people in the Southland Conference are going to know who she is?
I would say Amanda Gooch probably. She came up a lot last year maybe. During like preseason she was big. And then we kind of filtered in Shelby and Taylor as middles. But now it's Taylor and Gooch, and she's a force to be reckoned with, definitely.
So last question for you, Brooke. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, y'all could correct me, but I would, as I've watched you play, I mean, both of you have a little different styles. We talked about your numbers at the beginning are a lot alike. I kind of judge you as sort of a quiet, on the court leader. I could be wrong with off the court. It's the first time I've got to sit next to you and talk. But one of the people that all Sam Houston fans know that is not quiet is Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray cannot be quiet. Okay, what's it like to have Taylor on the sidelines, and what does she bring with being, former player there and daughter to your head coach? What What is it that Taylor brings that you've been able to take advantage of?
She brings a lot of like insight, I guess, on the game. Like if I'm having a problem with like any skill in my game, I can be like, Tay, like what am I doing wrong? What do I need to fix? And then she'll just tell me immediately. And so I can really go to her if I'm like, if one thing's off, or I'm like, do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? And she's just that person that like I don't want to necessarily go to coach because she's in the game, you know, stressed or however it is. But like I can go to Taylor and be like, hey, help me on this, and she can just help me real fast. You know, she's just like she's always there to like help you out.
Okay, I lied. I'm going to ask you one more thing. And this just came to my head. And I want to see if y'all think this way or not. Most of the teams, when we talk about Sam Houston here at SFA, and when I talk to other teams about Sam Houston when I go on the road, they always mention scrappy, chaotic, offense all over the place, all the hitters hit from all over the court. I don't want to say disorganized. I just mean kind of helter-skelter approach. And when we were talking about it here, we think that's why y'all beat Rice, because Rice was not ready for that just kind of all over the place. Do y'all see that? Do y'all sense that? Or is that just sort of a perception that you think has just sort of propagated itself with other teams and isn't really true?
I think we're very structured, so that's funny. I mean, I do think that we all hit from everywhere, but we are scrappy and like we will not stop fighting, and that's great. I mean, but I wouldn't say. I mean, I guess it's organized chaos in a way, but it works for us. So.
I mean, I agree with Jordyn. Yeah, we are a very structured team, or at least that's what we think. Maybe we aren't. I don't know. I mean, we always thought we were really structured and like, but yeah, we are scrappy. We don't let a ball hit the floor because that's like, I mean, defense wins games, you know. So, but like, yeah, we can all hit from different places, and it really opens up as a hitter. Like, if I can hit from the outside, the back, the middle, like, it really opens up so my blockers lose me, so I might not get blocked as well. So that's kind of why we do that, but.
Great chat tonight with Brooke White and Jordyn Vaughn. They'll be in action tomorrow at 1 o'clock in Shelton Gym. Not a normal ESPN3 date tomorrow as we've got home football. There will be a live stream on Facebook going. And when we get over to Sam Houston on November the 1st, we'll have radio done for all you guys. So, Jordyn, Brooke, thanks so much for being on the chat tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.